host, Tanya, and it is 8 o'clock on Thursday. I hope everybody is doing great. Wanted to come live this afternoon, or actually this evening, and just say hey to everybody on my live. And listen, guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of things to discuss. But at first, I hope again everybody's doing good. Thank y'all for all the comments, everybody reaching out to my channel, everybody who shared my content, everything. I definitely appreciate it all. Listen, guys, I have had a lot of people hit me up in my inbox and they want to know some answers about certain things that we had went over on last week. Let me just say this too about the live from last or this past Monday. This past Monday, part of the video was clipped out with Kamala Harris because, believe it or not, that part of the video that we use, we unfortunately couldn't use it, so they had to edit that part out of the video. So I definitely apologize for that. But we are going to show some more content as far as Kamala Harris and what she's been up to and some of the things that she has been doing and just, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I just wanted to kind of go by that because a lot of people told me that they couldn't, some of the video had got clipped out. And so I had to go back and re-edit, and then I noticed that there was a copyright on that particular video, so we couldn't use it, unfortunately. But I did want to come on live tonight to say hey to everybody. And tonight, we're going to talk about the Republicans still. They are upset, guys. They are still upset. A lot of people are still outraged. A lot of people are just mad because of all the changes that have been taking place. DEI is still being affected with some businesses, Target, Walmart. People are not shopping there, especially minority people. They're saying that Target and Walmart is now losing about 80 to maybe 90 million a day now. I mean, that's huge, guys. That is like huge. And so I'm telling you, if this keeps it up, they may reinstate the DEI back. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that goes, okay? And then also, let me just say this. I tell people, these corporations respond to dollars, okay? They respond to money. They respond to, look, we're not going to offer this. So you know what people do? They go and they go somewhere else where they are welcome. All right. Costco. And there's another company that's pretty much taking all their business now. These people are not playing, guys. They are not playing. Okay. So anyway, hey everybody, I see some people joining the live. How is everybody doing tonight? And again, welcome to Sports and Politics with T on 8 o'clock Thursday night. Okay, guys, so I think everything is going good. But the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is, of course, Donald Trump. He done got himself in trouble again. Okay, listen. Now, I'm a firm believer that when you say controversial things, then you got to be ready for the backlash. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. He had made a comment about Kamala Harris and, with her accepting her speech award. And, listen, why don't you leave her alone? Okay, you're president now. Why don't you handle what you said you were going to handle? Okay, he hasn't tackled inflation yet. We're still waiting on that. He hasn't tackled anything that he said he was going to do. Now, people are saying that there's going to be some type of refund. He's going to do some type of stimulus. That's what's circulating now. I think they said $5,000 is what he's projecting to send out to the American people. Hey, I don't know if that's true or not. All I will say is this. Um, On one hand, it's a good thing, but then that's how we got into this mess in the first place, by all this printing of the money. So it's like, you know, we need to get these prices of groceries down. Okay, when is the eggs and grocery prices coming down? When is the gas prices coming down? People say, "Oh, it's only been a month. We gotta wait." No, he told us on day one that this is what he was going to be doing. So it's been a month. We gotta hold him to it. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so. But anyway, let's talk about the controversy. Okay, so Kamala Harris, she got an award this past weekend from the NAACP. And I'm gonna tell you, when I saw her, I was like, wow, she looks so refreshed. She don't even look like I think she's glad she's out of it, to be honest with you. I don't think she really wanted to all the way be in it. She was forced to run. But now that she's out of it, honey, I'm telling you, it's like you can see the relief off of her. You know what I'm saying? So, but good up for her. I'm so glad that she got awarded, some honors. And, of course, Trump didn't like that. Anytime that, the how can I say, the attention is not on him, then it's almost like he can't take it. He can't take it. The attention has to be on him. That's the thing. Kind of like Elon Musk. When he was in the White House with Elon had the floor the entire time. And I'm thinking to myself, but you're the president. You're the one that's supposed to be leading. It's okay for Elon to speak. Fine. But at the same time, nobody elected him. They elected you to be the president. So anyway, also, let me say this too. This is a sports channel as well. I have decided that we are going to do the sports network. We're going to do a lot of sports rundowns on probably Friday and Saturdays. So Friday, we're going to do around 8 o'clock again. And Saturday, we're going to catch it around noon. Okay, I'm going to start doing a rundown on all sports events, because I've had a lot of people say, hey, we love the politics, but, we want the sports too. I got you. And I haven't forgotten about you guys. Okay. So yes, Friday and Saturday, I will be doing the rundown on basketball, tennis, golf, whatever's going on at the time. That's what we're going to be doing. So you're going to start seeing a lot more lives, a lot more recordings with us on Sports and Politics with T. And you're going to also see how you're going to see just more and more, sports, whatever. We're going to cover it all. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's get on with the politics with Trump and his whole thing about just craziness. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. And just listen to some of the things that he said about Kamala Harris.
Premium beef for a natural diet.
Premium. Gourmet.
I'll bet nobody knows her last name. Nobody ever knows her last name. Even during the campaign, you'd have to say Kamala. It's strange, a little different name. Kamala, because the last name was Harris. I used to say Senator Harris. Nobody knew who the hell I was talking about. So I had to go Kamala. But think of it, I was beating Joe badly, really badly. And they changed him. I'm the only one that ever had to beat two people. I had to beat two. Had to beat two. We beat two. I didn't beat. You beat. You beat two people. No, he was doing badly. That's like the great Dana White. He has a fight, and one guy's doing really badly, so when they take him out, they put another guy in the fight, the same guy I had that. Never happened before. A lot of things we do never happened before. You ever notice that? We're the first in everything. So we beat two candidates. They said, who do you run against? Well, we ran against Biden and we ran against Kamala Harris.
Okay. See, this is the thing, guys. He has been elected, right? Now, election was 3-4 months ago. And he's still trying to drag Kamala in the mud. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? You won. You should be happy. That's just how I see it. Like, why are you still bringing her name up? She's not talking about you, you know? She has moved on with her life. She is going on to bigger and better things. And this, he just, anyway. But anyway, so let's move on to the next topic at hand. Okay, guys. Now, of course, people are still outraged with the Republicans being outraged, and they are just regretting their vote still. You know, look, you can't get mad at me because I'm exposing Republicans being upset. You know, that's not our problem. You know, you voted for him. Now you see what you get. It's not like you didn't know what he was about back in 2016. Oh, no. You saw what he was about and you elected him again. Like, where's the insanity in all of this? You know? And so, to me, this is my thing. There's a lot of people out there that they just don't want to see a minority take over. They don't. They would rather push the button for that man no matter what. They will ride with him no matter what. And that's sad, you know, because I feel like this. We got a lot of talented people in the United States that could easily run, that could easily be the next vice president or president. But because we are so fixated on just the same old, it's almost like, why? You know what I'm saying? That's why we're in the predicament we're in, because we have the same people leading year after year, decade after decade, month after month. You know, and it's like some of these people in the White House, I'm sorry to say, but some of them do need to go ahead and retire. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, you have age limits on everything else. So you mean to tell me let me just keep going, y'all. I got all wound up like normal. But I want you to listen to this GOP representative and just listen in on how they feel about what's been going on. Okay?
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you. I got a...
Tyranny is rising in the White House, and a man has declared himself our king. So I would like to know, rather, the people would like to know what you, congressmen, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
I'm not going to give you my best foghorn leghorn response to that, but so you can go ahead and sit down. Thank you. When you talk about tyranny, when you talk about presidential power, I remember having the same discussion with Republicans when Biden was elected. The funny thing is, you're sitting here and a lot of you would probably say those January 6s who are yelling just as loud as you, who are upset just like you, and not listening.
Hey, let's restore some order.
Not
Let's
listening.
restore some order. Hey, let's restore some order.
So
Stop
yelling
screaming
at
out.
me is not going to get any answer, okay?
Hey,
Like I said, we're not going to
point
yell.
of order.
We're
Hey,
not gonna-
let's get through this. Congressman, hey.
Yeah. I've seen Game of Thrones too. Thank you. Let's go ahead and move on because if you're not going to listen, to the answer, we might as well not discuss it, right? Do you want to hear the answer? If you stop yelling, I will answer. Otherwise, we'll move on. If you would stop talking for a second, I will answer your question. Okay? So if you listen to what we've projected, and this goes both parties, by the way. This is a bipartisan problem. REINS Act, the REINS Act, which reins in executive power for both parties, whoever's in party power, and I think it could be tweaked actually to be much better. I don't think executive privilege should be as strong as it is. I think we're out of balance right now. I think your direct representation, whether you like me or not, I'm the closest thing you have to a representative. Your senator's not going to be as representative as me, and the president's not going to be as representative as me when it comes to you, the people in this district. Likewise, I think state government needs to be more powerful than federal government. It used to be that federal funds only made up 1/3 of the money spent, and states was 2/3. It's more representative of your money and your money spent. That's better. Always push government down to the local level because you'll get better representation. I don't want to see the president make all the decisions. I don't. I didn't want to see. Do you not want to hear that I just said? I answered it directly. I said I don't want to see any president be too powerful.
Americans are deeply divided over Trump's first month back in office. About half say that he has overstepped when it comes to using presidential power, and about the same feel that he has gone too far in cutting federal programs.
Okay, so I just wanted you to see the outrage that is going on right now. People are upset, guys. Number one, let me tell you what the main reason why he's upset, or people are upset. People are upset because he's overstepping his power, okay? He's firing people really illegally. He's got Elon Musk working for him in the government. Like, people didn't sign up for this. I'm sorry. They did not sign up for this. And it's almost like, people are tired. Okay, and I'm going to tell you, and I told y'all a long time ago, that the one thing you don't do is take away somebody's money or mess with somebody's kids. And when you take those two things away from people, people start to get out there. And I'm just letting you know, I've already seen the writing on the wall on this. That's all I'm going to say. Because, see, now you're playing with people's livelihoods, okay? You're trying to destroy the Department of Education. You're trying to take away USDA. Now they're saying he's trying to go after the Social Security benefits and veterans pensions and things like that. I'm going to tell you now, look, the one thing I will say, if he start tackling Social Security and benefits and pensions, it's going to be an upheaval. It's already an upheaval right now, but people are trying to stay cool about it. But I promise you, if it continues on, we ain't seen nothing yet, honey. And the sad thing about it, it's only been a little over a month that he took office. You know what I'm saying? And look how much destruction he's already done. Already. So, that's all I'm trying to say.
We're going to begin tonight with the...
Now, of course, people love Elon Musk for a reason. I'm going to show you this clip of him on stage because now he has a false sense of power too. Just because you have the money, it still doesn't mean that you could just go in and destroy people's lives and think that there is no recourse, okay? What goes around comes around. But watch this clip with Elon on stage and you tell me what you think about this.
The chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw. All right.
As the NBC affiliate in Atlanta reports, there were so many folks in the attendance ready to give McCormick a piece of their mind, the venue actually ran out of room.
There were a couple hundred people who came out here tonight filling council chambers. Then the rest filled up overflow rooms inside City Hall. It was standing room only. Dozens of people, in fact, who showed up here on this very cold night were actually turned away because, again, there's too many people inside City Hall.
Now, what happened in Roswell, Georgia, that we've just seen footage of, was the result of a combination of things: an intentional grassroots organizing effort and regular everyday folks who were just fed up with what Trump and Musk are doing. It was not an isolated incident either. I mean, just this morning, Republican Congressman Glenn Grothman of Wisconsin got an earful from his constituents near Oshkosh.
Who could have thought that this simple ear trick could help fight off dementia? Did you know that memory loss is not a condition of the mind? Most people do.
If Elon Musk is there, he will be able to raise questions, and because of his fame and financial success, I think all of a sudden he is going to be able to force Congress to look at things like aircraft carriers.
This man said that Elon Musk is going to be able to just force Congress to do exactly what he wants. Like, this is a dictatorship, guy. I told y'all, this is not normal. The way they're doing things right now is not normal. I'm sorry. It's just not. And see, people are speaking out on these town hall meetings. They're letting you know you're playing with fire here. You know, they're already warning you already. But nobody's listening. But just listen to this.
Which wouldn't happen otherwise, okay? Obviously, President Trump has issued a lot of executive orders. I think by and large, this is moving very quickly compared to other administrations. And I think across the board, he's done some very good things. I think.
I mean, there was a lot packed in there. There was laughing as he tried to explain Elon Musk's effectiveness and power. There was booing. There was a lot of response in there, is one way to say it. But here's the larger point. I mean, similar scenes played out at Republican town halls in West Bend, Wisconsin, and Baker City, Oregon. And in some ways, it reminded me a little bit of the Tea Party protests we saw at town halls in 2009 and 2010, which was an early indicator of the Republicans sweeping Congress. Now, there's a long time before that, and there are definitely some clear differences between then and now, because the Affordable Care Act was not sending your grandma to death panels, as those Tea Party protesters claimed. And Elon Musk is actually openly boasting about what he's doing to the government that people at these town halls are mad about. But like the start of those 2009 protests, there does seem to be some real grassroots momentum here, enough that Donald Trump had to address it today.
Some members of Congress in red districts are facing pushback from voters in town halls. We know that Americans voted for you on the immigration and the economy, but these voters say they're angry and frustrated by these firings. They don't like the work of Elon Musk and these other actions. What do you say to them?
Let me just tell you that I have today the highest poll numbers I've ever had. I have today the highest poll numbers of any Republican president ever. They like the job that Elon's doing. He's doing something that a lot of people wouldn't have the courage to do. So it's actually just the opposite. We've polled it, and people are thrilled. They can't even believe it's happening. And it won't affect many people. It'll only affect the people that get caught stealing.
There is a lot packed in there. But to be clear, he's lying. I mean, these thousands of fired workers were not caught stealing. That tone is definitely one of a person who's not exactly confident in the actions of the person they are being asked to defend. And for the record, the opposite is actually true about the polls. People don't like what Musk and Trump are doing. New polls from CNN and Gallup and the Washington Post all have Trump with a negative approval rating. And as the Washington Post notes, Americans disapprove by a 2-to-1 margin of Musk shutting down federal agencies that he decides are unnecessary. And most, 63%, are concerned that his team is gaining access to sensitive personal data of individuals for good reason, because they are. Now, that doesn't sound very popular to me. Sound popular to you? We're just over a month into the Trump administration, and one day of uncomfortable town hall meetings definitely does not flip the House to Democratic control in Congress next year. But it is a sign that people are mad, and that this may not be shaping up to be what they voted for. That's important.
All right. So as you can see, like she said, people are mad. Okay. They are upset. They don't like what is going on. And not one time has he tackled inflation yet. He didn't even have nothing to say. He talking about he has the highest poll numbers than any Republican president. I'm sorry, I done got riled up again. Look, man. Okay, maybe in his own little rich world, he has the high poll numbers, but to the average American people, the people that are really needing help right now, the people who just lost their jobs, I promise you, if we polled all these people, his poll numbers would be way lower than what he's thinking, and the fact that he has no regard for destroying people's lives. Listen, and I told y'all on the last show, I understand getting rid of waste. I understand cutting the fat, trimming the fat, trying to find out where the waste is and all of that. But when you're going in and you're just dismantling all these departments and you don't have anything in place of it, it's like you still got to offer something in place. The whole department isn't wasteful. There might be certain parts of the department that might be wasteful. Why not focus on that? That's what I'm saying, but that's not what they're doing. They're just destroying the whole department. Who cares what happens, right? We got to go in and clean budget. But I'm going to tell you, if this keeps it up, if he's dismantling all these programs to people are going to feel it. I promise you, this is going to be a rough 4 years. And already, guys, you heard it here first. Okay, I try to bring receipts. I try to show you for yourself so you can see for yourself that, you know what, Tanya was right. Tanya was right. She said it. She said these people are not going to take it. And guess what? They're not. They're being cool about it right now. But I promise you, if he keeps this up, all those people, those farmers and people that trust me, it's going to be hell to pay. So, I'm just going to show you one more clip about some people that, let's just say they're angry. You know what I'm saying? It's just not looking good, guys. I have to cover this on a weekly basis because it's destroying people, man. And I'm not talking about Black people. I'm talking about everybody. Black, white, Latino, it don't matter. If everybody's going to feel the effects. And the thing about it, it's going to be a domino effect. Because anything that's federal, usually it trickles down to the state too. And then when you start cutting away state benefits and state funding, and then you're really going to have a problem, So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on live tonight and at least say hey to everybody. Thanks to everybody, all the thumbs up and all the participants for tonight. Like I said, starting not this Friday or tomorrow, but next Friday, we are going to start doing our sports announcements for Friday nights and Saturdays. Okay, and I'm going to leave the link and the time slot as far as when we're going to start that. But we're going to start it not this coming Friday, but next Friday, where we're going to zoom in on all the sports highlights, all the things that's been going on from basketball, tennis, you name it. Okay. We handled football last year. Now we're going to be covering the NBA. And of course, we're going to do a lot of the baseball and, just some of everything that's been going on. Okay, guys. So y'all keep on looking through because we're going to be bringing more and more content. Okay. But anyway, I will definitely come back Monday again at 8 o'clock. And if you enjoyed this content, I would love for y'all to hit like, share, and subscribe. It would be very, very, very helpful if y'all subscribe to my channel. The more subscriptions, the better. And the more that this broadcast can get seen to more and more people. Okay? All right. But yes, if you can, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you can hit the notification bell, that will tell you exactly when I'm coming on YouTube. You won't miss any episodes. Okay? All right. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great rest of the week. And I will see you on Monday at 8 o'clock. And feel free if there's some things that, you want us to talk about, or there's some things that's been on your mind, please hit me up in the comment section as well. I'm always responding to comments. Okay. So I would love to hear from people, and, some things you just want to talk about or discuss. Please, please, please feel free to share and just tell me what you think about some things. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Well, y'all have a great rest of the week, and I will see y'all Monday at 8 o'clock. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.